So hi guys, Bethany and I decided to go for a walk and do a little photo shoot, but we decided Zoo Castle sort of area was a good place to have a wander around. As you can see there's the observatory, which is on the same grounds. Actually a really nice day. It was just really windy, but once we got into the woods it was nice and sheltered, well, most of the time, and the sun did keep coming out, which was obviously warmed us back up a little bit, so keep watching.
Oh, bluebells, look. Okay, I'll go in there in a minute. See what's over here first. Not all that easy to see though. Well, they are, but it's a bit of an overgrown coppice to wood. There's most of that bit's alright. The twig. I reckon if you're going crouched down in the blue, just check down there, bro. Huh? A bit further. I do. Ninja! Oh god! Smell for this shit. Huh? I'm alright. Oh, sun's out. Looks nice at first shot.
So as you can see, these are the first shots that we took quickly. There was no real planning on this. It was literally just a few snaps, carry on, keep walking, or whatever. Bethany, lovely shot here, smiling, and the bluebells. Sun came out just at the right time. And just so you know, guys, all of this is shot on the Rx10 Mark IV. So no editing, just a couple of little adjustments here or there in the raw processing part, but no editing at all, anything like that. And really pleased on what it can do. It's a little bit restricted compared to, say, the A7R3 with a portrait lens on, but it fared up pretty well.
Ooh. Should we wander into the woods a bit? Put that back on if you want. Eh? Oh right. What's his name? Barry. Barry the log. Barry! We need some light. It's really shitting fucking not sunny anymore. Those clouds are cruising past. Actually, what I'll do, look up at you a little bit. Huh? Look up at you a little bit. That's cool. Oh wow, that's awesome. Oop. Sure, I'll retake it in a second. It's kind of cool with the trees. I'll redo it properly.
That looks cool.
Looks really cool. I'll snap this off if I can. It's annoying. There we go. It ruins the picture. Let's use a little bit of flash just to fill you in. Let's do it again. Do your hands on your hips or something. I don't know. Whatever feels. Hands up in your hair, yeah. Now look over that way. Looks really cool.
So with the Rx10 Mark IV with its 24mm wide angle through to its 600mm, you are a little bit restricted on sort of portrait views and things like that, but shots like this are actually quite doable. It worked out quite well, which is quite nice. You just at wide angle you just cannot lose the background. It doesn't soften off very easily at all, especially this sort of size image, which is a real shame, but you can get around that.
Not too cold down here at all, is it? It's just... Oh, that's cool. We can stand on that log in a minute. Stump. That stump there in a second. I wonder what this was for. Oh, it looks like well, there's a big hole there. That's like a fire pit they've made it into. Right, okay, just be careful of holes in, because there's obviously a drainage system here of some sort. Oh, this, I reckon this is some kind of pond. It fills up. Yeah, it's definitely got water into it. So it's some kind of water, maybe for deer and stuff. I reckon. I don't know. I'm recording, so I'm sure if I put this on the YouTube, someone might know what this might have been for. But it kind of looks like, with the water coming down from up there, it's a tree's cracking.
Oh, look at that tree with like the weird little curve in it.
What, the one with, or that one?
Yeah.
Or the broken one, or the one that's got a double, looks like two ears.
Yeah.
We'll sit on it, one of the two. Start sitting on it and we'll still stood up on it. Yeah, it's quite cool, just because it separates the background nicely. Just going to stand back a bit. As I haven't got a particularly fast lens, I can zoom in on you though, it's probably the best way of doing it, so you lose the background nicely.
So when you're shooting wide angle, obviously pretty much the background's going to be in focus. It's quite nice, and this is where if I've had a 35mm f1.4 lens, I could blur the background out really easily on the full frame camera. But because it's a 1.8 sensor and the lens isn't all that fast really, I'm using that shot there is at I think about 300 or 400 millimeters, so it's pulled the background out a little bit. If you went to 600mm, it'd be even more.
Is it hollow? Eh? Oh, there's a campy thing there. This is really pretty, like big old tree, and yeah, up there would be quite cool in a second. Lots of people have been through here though.
So this little area here we discovered was kind of almost like out of a movie set. It was bizarre, really kind of cute and pretty, but the trees have been there a long, long time, the ones that had fallen down, and it just really added to the atmosphere. The bluebells were still quite nice. We'd had a lot of heavy rain a couple of days beforehand, so a lot of them had been damaged in different areas. Obviously this hadn't been too bad, but obviously a few people or animals had been trekking through them down a certain way, and so some were damaged, but this works really nicely. Bluebells in the foreground, shooting low, relatively wide, sort of up towards Bethany there, sitting on one of those big tree trunks. Worked really nicely. That's zoomed in a bit. Eye autofocus really helping me out here, so you can compose the shot and just literally ignore all the bluebells without having to mess around too much, and it's literally makes your life really easy. So you can do little shoots like this with ease. I mean, I think we spent maybe an hour in the woods just walking around and discovering what this place was like, just stopping and starting, taking a few shots here or there. It just worked out really nice. Just a lovely afternoon really.
Something like that, yeah, that's alright. Come down lower. This is where the eye autofocus comes into play. Look at me. That's it. Put both hands up on the thing. That's it. And just rotate that shoulder back a bit and then round slightly. Or whatever. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's better. Just so you're more side on. That's cool. Put your hand back up again. That's it. It's gone. How's it windy? It wasn't windy a minute ago. Come on.
So this shot here was like a little, I don't know, little camp sort of being built there, sort of a little shelter. There's different poses you can obviously do with things like this. That shot there, just a simple crouch down shot there with Bethany, and then similar shot again, but I've moved right back and I've actually gone really low down and obviously utilised the bluebells, and it just sort of transforms the shot, bringing the blues in and everything like that, and just made it work much nicer.
What do you reckon? You stand up on that bit, see whether it's all like the rooty bit. Just be careful, that might be. That's not too bad actually. There's a rabbit hole. Badger hole.
So this shot here is literally looking straight down the log, using eye autofocus again, but most of the log is actually in shot, even though I'm stood right at the end of it. So that worked quite nicely, a little bit of a different view.
If you go up on that muddy bit there, but see where the moss starts, if you can sort of perch there or something, hold on to that bit of wood that's to your right, something like that, yeah, maybe sort of, I don't know, maybe we can sit on it if you can, I don't know. Just, I think it'll look good through. Yeah. Just gonna, oh, these are really strong. I won't kill that.
So here are the last shots. You can see I'm using the eye autofocus there. It's either doing face detect or eye autofocus at the time, depending on how far away or how zoomed in I am there. It works flawlessly every time. Obviously on the A7R3 and the A7 III and the A9, it's a bit more advanced, especially with the real-time tracking and a faster version of eye autofocus now, especially includes animals. But shots, really pleased with them. No editing apart from the odd conversion to black and white, and a couple of small adjustments with brightness and contrast and stuff. Other than that, not touched. Worked out really nicely. It was a really nice day actually. Just have a quick wander around. Like I say, no editing at all. Just really nice. Even though the light was a bit, it could have been sunnier, but you can't predict the weather and you can't control the weather. So considering we had one camera, no lighting apart from pop-up flash, which I used a couple of times, and this shot is probably my favourite one of the day. Just looking through the bluebells, big old sort of angry looking tree roots and everything sticking up above Bethany there, and she's just sat there looking into the woods, almost, I don't know, protecting herself I suppose, sat in the wood there. Really cool. Like I say, we just had a really nice wander around, had a good old chat and a catch up, and took a few shots while we were there, and that was it really. So hope you enjoyed the video. Any questions about the Rx10 Mark IV, obviously, feel free. Any settings you want to know, I can probably tell you, but obviously on the screen you could see a couple there. And if you're going to buy the camera, or if you've already got the camera or anything like that, and you need some help, feel free to ask below. So don't forget to subscribe, push that subscribe button, helps me a lot. And also please click the little notification bell as well, so you get notified if I put a new video up. And please keep watching, please share, and I should be putting a new video up soon. This one I actually sort of filmed and did the shoot a couple of weeks ago, so unfortunately I've been a bit behind. A few videos are building up and getting done now, so keep watching, there'll be some new ones coming soon. Cheers, bye.